Hi guys, and welcome back to Makeup My World. Today I have for you a video all about boots. Boots that you can wear to work, boots that you can wear every day, booties, tall boots, stiletto boots. I kind of got a little bit of everything, but these are the boots that I've purchased for this fall winter season, and so far I'm loving every single one of them. So let's go ahead and start with a pair of booties. So the first pair of boots I have are these little brown leather booties from Indigo, and they are actually by Clark's shoes, and I love the color of these booties. They are a brown leather. It's an actual real leather, and it is laced up at the front so that you can control how tight they are against the top of your foot, which I have a really big problem with since I have really wide feet. I always end up having shoes that on this part of the shoe it pushes down, and then I get a really bad cramp throughout the day, and I love that since these are laced I don't have that problem. I also love how soft this boot is. I did go ahead and treat it first with Scotch Guard, so if I go out into water, to rain, or if I'm around anywhere muddy, they won't get completely ruined. And I was able to just wipe them off really well with a damp cloth after I got home, and they are supposed to look a little bit beat up, a little bit distressed, so they're not too worse for wear. The sole is a typical rubber sole, and it is a stacked heel, and it is a synthetic heel. This isn't wood, it's more of a like plastic composite, but it's a very lightweight boot, which is super comfortable. I actually wore these to work with a pair of brown tweed slacks and a cream sweater on top, and I absolutely loved the combination. And it's a really actual casual shoe, but you can dress it up or dress it down depending on your mood or depending on the day, and they're super duper comfortable. So this is the first shoe. It is the Indigo shoe by Clark's. Okay, so the second pair of boots I have are actually from Dazzle, and I am a monthly member of their VIP program where you pay $39.95 a month, or they will charge you $39.95 a month if you don't skip, or you get regularly higher price shoes at a bit of a discount, and always if you spend over $39.95 you get free shipping. And I really do like the service, but recently I haven't been buying a shoe every single month. I mean, it is a little bit expensive if you buy a pair of shoes every single month, so I like that they do have the option to skip. But on top of that, because it is boot season or winter, a lot of their styles are tall boots. I have extremely large calves. The circumference of my calves is about 15 inches around, so to get that into a typical boot is very difficult. So I have to find very specific types of styles to be able to order something online. Okay, so the first boot that I got from Dazzle is the Reefs tall boot, and it is a lace up boot. As you can see here, it is really tall. It actually goes right up to the knee. I'm shorter, so on somebody taller it might sit right underneath the kneecap, but this one actually goes in where my knee actually sits into the front of the boot. It does have, again, a stacked heel. This is really for comfort, y'all. It's not something that, I just love the chunkier heel. I know if I'm going to be wearing a heel for a long time, I like to have a little bit of a wider base because your foot sits on it a little bit better, you feel a little bit more stable, and if you're going to be wearing it for hours, you kind of want that stability and you want that comfort. And then when you have a stacked heel, you have a bit more arch support there, so it's going to allow you to last longer throughout the day, where you're not going to get that foot fatigue as quickly. The actual color of the boot is brown. On the box it says taupe, and to me it's not a very true taupe, it's a very deep color. It is more of a deeper brown than it is a true taupe. And the thing I like about this boot is that you do have the lace detail here, so you can go ahead and get my big old calves into it and kind of custom fit how big it is around and how well it is snugged up against your calf, but it also has the zip right on the side here that allows your ankle and your foot to get into it, so you don't have to keep unlacing the boot every single time you put it on. You want to be able to have something that is easy on, easy off. You don't want to do up these laces every single time you wear the boot. So I can pretty much leave them laced except for maybe like the top 2 or 3 lace holes, and then just unzip it, get my leg in, tighten these up a little bit more, and I'm good to go. These did take a bit of breaking in, just to warn you. They were a bit stiff when I bought them, so it took me a little bit to get them worked in, especially in this area here. It does have the lace here, but because of the tongue of the shoe, it's a little bit more snug, so it took a little while just to stretch out a bit, conform to the shape of my foot, and it was fine after that. So this again is the Reefs taupe boot from Dazzle. The price of the boot, it's really hard for me to give you guys like the price of these shoes because I am a VIP member. I did get these off of different sales they have, but in the ballpark, all of these shoes are going to be anywhere from $30 to $50. And I did buy this over a series of months. So this one I believe I got for $39.95, and it was free shipping because I'm a VIP member. So the second boot that I have from Dazzle is the Marietta, and it is a brown synthetic leather boot. It does go all the way up and almost over the knee for me. Remember, I'm 5'0", and it is actually a really comfortable boot. I wore these to go and do makeup one Saturday, and I wore them the entire day without any foot fatigue, and I stood the entire time. And also how snug these fit around the leg was so amazing. It actually didn't feel like it was constricting. Even though it went up really high to my knee, it didn't make me feel like I couldn't hinge my leg, or that I was, had to have my leg really stiff and upright because I had something all the way up to my knee. It is actually a very flexible boot, and the synthetic leather, I know over time it's gonna break down. I know that it'll probably flake off or get creases in those areas that I have like a little bit too much slouchiness in it, but if I'm careful, I think that I'll be able to get a good amount of life out of these shoes. The material that they use, even though it is synthetic, it actually is a good quality. It feels like a fairly thick material. It does have a kind of cushiony feeling to it. I do again love the lace details. It allows me to customize the circumference of the boot to my calf size. So on the bottom it does have a regular synthetic rubber sole and a bit of tread at the bottom so you get some grip, and the stack heel. This heel is a bit shorter than the last one. The last boot was a 4-inch heel, and it does feel more like a 3.5, so it didn't feel too bad. This one is a 3-inch heel that feels like 2. So when you put it on, it does sink into the heel a bit, so you don't feel like you're super, super tall. It's one of those mid-range heights that just feel comfortable as an all-day kind of shoe. And this one does have a zipper that goes the entire length of the boot shaft all the way down to the sole, which is even more convenient than the last boot that has just a zipper here at the ankle. I love that I can tie this one up once. I do not have to let this, unless it gets loose on its own, I do not have to relace this at all. I get to unzip it, put my leg in, zip it on up, and I'm out the door. So again, this is the Marietta boot from Dazzle, and for me, I actually paid $29.95 for this one because I got it on special. So my third Dazzle boot is actually the fanciest out of all of them. It is the Bronwyn, and I got it in black. And black boots are always hard, or black shoes are always hard to show on camera. So hopefully you guys can see this is a suede material all the way from the sole of the boot to the top of the shaft. It is a very wide boot circumference. The shaft circumference is huge. It's about 16 inches around, and it does have the synthetic leather upper on the back along with the zipper that travels the entire length of the boot shaft all the way to the heel. The heel is extremely high, looking. Okay, it's deceptive. So it looks like a 4.5-inch heel, but it actually feels more like a 3.5-inch heel when you put them on. I have extremely tiny feet, and Shoe Dazzle only goes down to 5.5, and if I could have gotten this in a 5, it probably would have fit a bit better when I got them. But by putting one of those little ball of the foot gel thingies into the bottom of the shoe, it raised me up just enough to where the heel doesn't feel like that much. So it is actually fairly comfortable for a stiletto heel. It does have the synthetic leather going and wrapping around the heel, and then at the bottom here you have that kind of plastic leatherette sole with the little bit of the grippies at the bottom. I want a boot that makes me feel really tall. I don't want one that just cuts me in half wherever the boot ends. So this, because of the line in the back, the zipper on the back, and then the line on the front of the boot, it actually gives me the illusion of being a bit leaner and taller, and just overall it gives a nice shape to my leg, and I really do like the feel of the boot. And this boot was $39.95, I believe. I did get it on special. Again, this is the Bronwyn boot in black. And for my last shoe, I have a bootie from BCBG. It is this one right here. I think that the model is called BG Chloe. It's BG Chloie, and it is a combination of leather material at the toe here. It's kind of bandage style, and then it goes up into a scuba type of material, and it is literally a stretchy booty material. It does crisscross right here in the front, and then it continues back to that leather detail around the back of the heel all the way down and wraps down the stiletto heel. This one again is a 4-inch heel, but it doesn't feel that high. This is an extremely comfortable shoe I bought for work. I do have, like I said, wide feet, so the little leather bit here where it goes onto the side of your feet, I actually had to stretch it out because it's not the fault of the shoe that I have Flintstone feet, but in order to make it more comfortable and something that I can wear at work, with the way that your foot lays into it, I didn't want this leather bit to dig into my foot throughout the day, which is would have done if I hadn't stretched it. To be able to stretch a shoe, it's really easy, and I'll probably go and do a little mini video on how to do that. But once I stretched out just this bit right here, the shoe fit amazingly. I do put in those Dr. Scholl's kind of heel insoles into the shoe because, let's face it, no high heel is ever made to be comfortable. It's all made to be fashionable, and they tried to throw in a little bit of comfort, but BCBG is not really known to have really comfortable shoes. It's not like Naturalizer or Bandolino where they're known to be fairly comfortable heels. With the BCBG one, once I put that insert in for the heel, it felt amazing. And the fact that this is a scuba material, it's super stretchy, but on top of that, it actually conforms to your foot once you have it on. They're super easy to wear and to walk in. So that's the Chloe bootie from BCBG. I'm definitely going to get a lot of use out of this bootie for work. Okay guys, I hope you guys like my boot haul. It wasn't something that I intentionally went out to do to get all of these boots and booties over the last few months, but it just kind of happened. I either stumbled upon it at Ross or Nordstrom Rack or the email that Shoe Dazzle sends me, and I ended up buying these 5 different pairs to get me through the fall and winter, and I'm sure into next year. And I love all of them. They all wear really well, and I have now found a place into my shoe wardrobe. So if you guys have any questions about the shoes, or if you guys want to let me know which one was your favorite, or if you guys have any good brands out there that are for girls that have bigger calves or that are super duper comfortable for work, please leave me a comment down below. If you're new, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe so you'd be notified of any new videos that I'm making. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, you guys, please be kind to one another. I hope you are all enjoying this holiday season with your family and friends and being kind to your feet. And I just want to make sure that you guys know that I truly appreciate you. I appreciate you guys stopping by to watch the videos, giving me feedback, leaving me great comments down below. I really love and respond to as many comments as I possibly can because I truly think of you guys as friends that I'm making all around the world. It's so cool that we have this ability to reach out and meet people that we otherwise wouldn't, all by something common like makeup and fashion. So again, please continue to leave me comments. Enjoy this time of year with your family. And don't ever be afraid to be your perfectly imperfect you. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Click on the video above to get another glimpse into my world. And don't forget to visit my website, MakeupMaiWorld.com, for more details on me and the products reviewed here today. Also, be sure to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My details are below. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.